Anytime there's a top 10 clash, the focus of the entire nation zooms in on a game like that. When it's a conference showdown, the stakes are even higher. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
Looking downfield, it's Dykes. Fires to the wideout. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
It's a draw. Creates a little space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And for a draw play to be successful, it's not just the quarterback that has to sell pass, but also the offensive line. The tackles really letting their defensive ends rush upfield, guards and centers passing their guys off at the last second, and then running down the field trying to get hats on hats in the second level. Beautiful execution.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
It's first down from the 11. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Gets it out fast. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Dropping back, it's Dykes. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Motion from the wide receiver. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he's loose, and he'll take it
the wheels for the QB. You could tell, man, he can roll, and they are going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. And the Yellow Jackets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that, got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. He's got it. First down and more. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On the ground, it's Braswell. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Yellow Jackets are rolling down the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Quick release on the RPO. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Dykes. Just a short pass with the tight end. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Looking to fire. Swings it out to the flat. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
That was a nice swat. Even Dikembe Mutombo would love to wave his fingers side to side and say, no, no, no.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll go to the counter. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. Back to throw, it's Dykes. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hale. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Rush is on him. Took a shot as he threw.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Gives it to the back on the draw. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A third down stop. Now to see what they do on fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Alabama on fourth. Gets the back moving. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. That's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Throws for the tight end. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Off play action on first down. Unloads it left. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Well, you're down here in the red zone. You know you've got to be able to run the football. So good call going with the toss play. Nice blocking up front. Good patience by the back finding his crease.
He got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Dropping back, it's Dykes. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now third and goal from the 2. They'll move the wide receiver. Quickly complete. Touchdown Tide! And they add 6 scored the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Here's a heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Braswell. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. On the run, fires downfield. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy passing catch.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on first down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And it's third down. They're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Absolutely perfect. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Here's the pressure. And he'll just get rid of that one.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Shoots it to the left. And the missed connection on third down.
That's a frustrating start for this offense. At halftime, you know you're down. You got to come out. You got to create some energy, some momentum, get this side of the ball cooking, and you go 3 and out, and you punt the football. But now you're going to rely on your defense. You got to get the ball back, string some stops together while we're trying to figure out the offensive side of the football.
On fourth down, going to the air. Sends it downfield. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets will snap it on first and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And I think QBs rush it, especially in the RPO game. You want to get that ball. Okay, I'm pulling it now. I got to throw a strike right now and get it on him. And you can tell, throws it to the left and doesn't get it to his wide receiver. It's just maybe a little bit of hurrying too much.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's complete to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Caught in the backfield, it's Braswell. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throw and now setting up fourth.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Grab near the marker, it's Taylor. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a cheap shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Looking to the big tight end. And his throw is incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got rid of it just in time. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Snags a quick pass on the left. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. With jet sweep pass. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
The play action fake. Here comes the heat. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quick release by the QB. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Direct snap. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
After the score, they need this two-point conversion to tie. Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and we are all tied up here in the fourth. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Firing to the right, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Grab near the sticks. It's Hale. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him in a...
Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Motion from the wideout. Red pass, it's complete. Touchdown, Bama! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Looking for a crease. It's Welch. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got him. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the 1st down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Oh, they're after him! And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting bonus. That could be a costly play. The Yellow Jackets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Caught near the sticks, it's Phillips. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains, it's at the 37.
And this has been a really productive drive. Multiple completions, seeing the defense, understand what you're getting, driving the ball down the field. Now it's money time, Palmer. You better have some good plays to get some scores.
And the defense needs to step up. They better have someone get some pressure on this quarterback to stop the bleeding right now because they're just making it too easy. Someone up front for the defense here has got to win on this next play.
Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some 1st downs. get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go to the draw. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Right back to the well. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Dykes. Fires to the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. The holder will kneel at the 33. A 43-yard attempt for the win. Not a chance. Missed it. Field goal attempt is no good. It is a devastating blow to not come away with points here in overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Off the play fake on 1st down. To throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they grab the lead here in overtime. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Back to throw, it's Dykes. It's complete on the right side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Give to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
First and goal, down a touchdown. They have to get it in the end zone. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
How about getting that big play on the ground here in OT? Great job up front by the offensive line. This has been a long, hard-fought, physical game, but these guys look like they could play for at least another couple of quarters.
He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Alabama! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And the point after is good. We play on. First down here in the second overtime period. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front, and good job being physical by that D-line, too.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. To the air, it's Dykes. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good, clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Breaks into the open. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
They must protect the football here. They're already well within range of a game-winning field goal attempt. A first down run in the red zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They'll set up for this chip shot that would win the game. And that'll do it. Ball game called in double OT.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things in wins. So maybe this is an opportunity to recalibrate.
I think you take it first and you internalize it and you get upset because obviously the goal was to win the game. But you've also got to flip the switch really quickly, Jesse, and say, okay, what do I need to work on? Because I only got one loss. I'm still very much in the thick of all of my dreams that I want to come true. So I can't take it too hard, but I got to use it.
Yeah, this loss definitely hurts, and I know one of the goals for this team at the start of the year was to go undefeated and win a national championship.